Welcome back to McPhee Ford. Today we're taking a look at this brand new 2025 Ford Mustang Mach-E. This fully electric SUV here is finished in Glacier Gray Metallic, and this is the Select Series. This is going to be this really nice entry-level Mach-E, really going to provide some amazing value here. This does have the extended range battery, which does further provide incredible value for the Mach-E. Now we'll start with the front end here. You're really going to have this nice sporty look with the sleek LED headlights there. You got the front parking sensors there in the bumper. Now there is a front trunk under here. I'll kind of show you that towards the end of the video. We'll make our way around to the side here. You do have your 19-inch wheels there with a low rolling resistance tire. That's going to be a more economical tire to help extend the range. Speaking of range, right here is going to be the charge port. So this is where you're going to go ahead and plug in the vehicle. Of course, it does have fast charging capability as well. And this also is going to come with the Tesla adapter. So the Ford has partnered with Tesla to actually include the adapter, so you can use any Tesla supercharger or any charger in the Blue Oval Ford Charge network. So this is pretty cool there. You really do have access to a ton of chargers anywhere in North America. Now we'll make our way around to the back end here. Again, LED lights for the rear, of course. You do have the rear sensors as well back there. Of course, your camera right there. Now we'll go ahead and we'll take a look inside. You'll notice here with the Select model, you're going to have the black leather seats. You get this really nice quilted stitching here. These are going to be heated. They're also fully power. This does have the Comfort Light package, so you're going to get the heated seats. You also have a heated steering wheel. So a lot of great features there. Memory seat for the driver's side there. You'll notice you do have the memory function, which is great. So a lot of great little features that are added to this vehicle. Very easily access all of your different driver controls. It does also have power folding mirrors, so you can go ahead and fold in the mirrors there, which is pretty neat. Let's go ahead and we'll step inside here. So this is your interior on the Mach-E. It is a more of a minimalist design, which has kind of been the way that Ford's been going for their electric vehicles. It's very easy to hop in and kind of know what to do. It's very recognizable as a Ford vehicle. Now the main thing you'll notice right off the bat is this center screen. This 15.5-inch display is going to be the main point of contact for all the different vehicle information, climate control, vehicle settings. It really is kind of your main contact there. There are a few different buttons on the steering wheel as well. So this does have Ford's Blue Cruise system, which is going to be a hands-free highway driving aid, and that has the controls for that right over there, along with adaptive cruise control and lane centering and tons of different safety features that come as standard equipment. And you do have a little gauge cluster there as well, which is kind of nice, and you don't really see that on a lot of other electric vehicles, is the gauge cluster, and you can view that right there. Now in the middle here, you're also going to have, again, your climate controls. This is a dual zone system, so there's both driver and passenger controls for the temperature. You have the integrated little fan vents right there along the dash. Kind of follows the design of the dash there, which is pretty neat. And again, your steering wheel is also heated, nicely leather wrapped. Of course, you got your Mustang logo right there in the middle. A couple of, or actually one change for 2025, which actually I just realized is actually the shifter. So the shifter before was a dial shifter right here in the console area, but Ford actually moved it to a stock. So it's now your shifter is actually a stock on the steering wheel. Like you would have your wipers or your lights. So it's now a stock, it's actually very easy. So you just put your foot on the brake down there, and you can either put it up for reverse, or you could push it down for drive, and then park is right on the end there. So it's actually very recognizable. There's a few other brands that do use that, but it's actually the first time the Mach-E's use that. It does free up a little space down here. You have a little more storage as well there. You got the console in the middle with additional power outlets, wireless charger down there, storage below as well, which is also nice, and a lot of people don't even realize that, but there's actually a really nice storage area down there as well. And you're also going to have your glove box. So of course you get your glove box off here. This is also going to be your storage system with your manual. This does have a digital manual, so it's actually built into the center screen. So if you go into your settings here, it was just right there. So you get your owner's manual, which is actually going to be built in, which is great because it actually allows for pictures and allows for animations to better explain all the different features of the Ford Mustang Mach-E. Now we'll take a look into the rear seat area of the Mach-E. Again, this is going to have your black leather with that nice quilted stitching there. Very, very nice, very comfortable rear seat area. And it really is a great size too. The Mach-E, it's a bit of a mid-size, SUV crossover, so it's a great, great size. You get a lot of space back here, but you're not going to sacrifice the trunk space either, which I'll show you in just a second. You also have your chargers back here, completely flat rear floor. A lot of people overlook that, but if you have, 5 people, you got this person in the middle here. Typically, there's a little hump in the middle for the drivetrain of a gas vehicle, but because it's electric, the batteries are nice and flat and low to the ground, so you got the nice flat floor back here, which is great. Now we'll go ahead and we'll take a look into the trunk area, or I guess let's just say one of the trunks, because there is 2 trunks in the Mach-E. This is going to be your rear trunk. This also has your carpet floor mats. They're currently just waiting to be installed here, but you got your floor mats right there. 12-volt power, of course. That's going to be accessible right there. And there's going to be some more storage underneath with the little privacy cover there. Now let's go ahead and take a look into the front trunk. So I just went ahead and pulled the latch in the driver's footwell. You can also, this is also an electronic release. You can actually use Ford Pass, the app on your phone, to open this up as well, or there is a button inside there. So this is going to be your trunk space. Now for 2025, Ford actually changed some of the climate systems. So Ford actually uses a heat pump now instead of a traditional electric heater. The benefit of the heat pump is it's much more efficient, so you're going to get better range. You're not going to degrade the battery or deplete the battery as fast using the heater or the air conditioning. They did have to adjust some of the trunk space area, so you do have a bit of a revised trunk space area, but it's great to have this additional space. It's all additional storage that you wouldn't have in a gas vehicle, so this is great to have. So that is the 2025 Ford Mustang Mach-E. If you're interested in this Mustang Mach-E, it is available for sale here at McPhee Ford. You can either give us a call or you can visit our website, mcpheeford.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.